It is the Feminine Awakening, and on behalf of myself, Angela James from Johannesburg, South Africa, Ritika Vasudev from India, and Lisa Herland from Utah in the US, we would like to welcome you to the Global Sun Meditation Series. We are delighted that you have chosen to experience this with us. We are starting off with a Sacred Hoop Sunset Meditation with me, a date with the sun the following morning at sunrise with Ritika, and connecting with the power of the sun at midday with Lisa. I'm going to be starting off with the sunset meditation entitled Mending Your Sacred Hoop. It is time. It is my time, and it is your time. It is our time. You, beloved one, together with others like you, have been called to awaken to your true nature, your essence, your soul and being, your inner voice. That still, gentle, yet power-filled small voice has issued her call to you to embrace all you are, to claim your space in the world. You are being called to awaken to your I Am presence. And yes, you have heard her voice before, as she has urged you to follow the path that only you can tread, your sacred path of beauty. Life may have caught you up in its tentacles, of the seemingly endless hamster wheel, of the demands of all the roles that you are responsible for, of attempting to make do, to make ends meet, in surviving a world that is confusing for some, and yet filled with opportunity for others. You may have felt competent, in command, and in control at times, and yet consumed, overwhelmed at others. It matters not where you are. It matters more that you are here now, that you have heard this voice and honored it, and yourself, by joining energetically with others of like mind, heart, and soul. It also matters not where you come from, or where you may find yourself in this moment, here and now. The very nature of all of the choices that you have made, some positive and others yet not, that has led you to where you find yourself right here and right now. The drumbeat has been calling. Your internal rhythm has been attuning and aligning with the heartbeat of Mother Earth, and that of the others who have also heard their own inner call. Our own inner awakening has signaled a gathering, a coming together of the women of the world, with one voice to rise, to awaken, to embrace our gentle power, to stand in our truth, that which is gentle and fierce, compassionate, steadfast and firm, nurturing and loving, but also brooks no assault to herself and those she serves. She is enough. She is majesty, regal, justice and truth. She is you, the voice of the divine feminine. If you are in the northern hemisphere, you are connecting with the shortest night of the year. In the south, its longest, as it is the mid-year solstice. For some there is hardly any night at all, and yet others little day and sunlight at this time of our mother's journey around the sun. All is in perfect balance, as it always has been, always is, and always will be. Join us now together with those who have heard the call to rise, as we connect energetically around the world at the setting of the sun. And as Grandmother Moon rises in the night sky, we embrace her majesty and mystery. This, beloved ones, is a further initiation and a rite of passage, even though you may have experienced many such rites before. Each one has signaled a breaking through, learning, and growth into you being more of you. This time, though, you are experiencing this rite of passage with so many more of your sisters from all four directions that are part of this planet that we call home. So welcome now to the meditation. Sit back and relax. Surround yourself in your own sacred space, wherever this space might be, whether it is a silver bubble, seated underneath a tree, somewhere quiet in front of your sacred space. It matters not. Connect now with the energies of the setting sun, of twilight and of the night. It is twilight. Grandfather Sun is descending on the horizon, signaling the end of the day, the end of an era, the end of the age of the male energies out of balance. You, together with others like you, have heard the whispers of the wind, to be here now, to be present, in stillness, with your inner voice, that beautiful, gentle silence. This time is your time, and you are invited to shut out the stresses and strains of the day, the noises of life all around you, to be here now. Breathe. Breathe deeply, fully into your belly. Connect with the life force that is your breath, that energy that fills your very being as you connect with the presence and the breath of the universe. As you hold this life force within you for a count of 3, express your gratitude for this that connects you to all that is. On the exhale through your mouth, let go of all that does not serve this beautiful eternal connection. Let go of worries, of concerns, of those dreaded to-do lists, of thoughts of others, of tomorrows. Let your breath bring you into the now, fully present, fully here, and connected to you, to this energy, and to the power of the universe, of God, or whatever this power is that you may name or that you connect with. You have been invited to come fully into your center, into your heart space. Feel the warmth as it begins to spread from the center, as it opens up to welcome in the energies of the divine feminine. They beckon you to step over the threshold and into your inner sanctuary, that which is your being, your very soul. Gently now, you step over this threshold, and the sights before you astonish you. This time is the time of the setting of the sun, and enveloping you of the comfort of the night. It is magical, and you are invited to participate in this magic, in this rite of passage. For you have heeded the call of many, many women before you, that call to rise. As with all rites of passage, there is a time of preparation prior to undergoing this transition. There is a time for reflection, of honoring who you are and where you have come from, of lessons learned and of acceptance. This is the space in between that sees and acknowledges what was, and with anticipation opens to receive what is and what it is to be. That still small voice beckons you. It whispers, "Do not be afraid, beloved one, for now, with the setting of the sun and the wonder of the safety of the night and its shadow, you are being called to lay to rest upon Mother Earth all that has kept you from fully embracing your truth, your gentle power. Under the gentle protection of Grandmother Moon as she rises, you are being invited to prepare for your initiation into more of your beauty and truth, for you are no longer alone." A voice now beckons you. Her energy is palpable, her balance and beauty evident to the naked eye. She is the archetype of the divine feminine. As she steps forward, she leads you into a clearing. The vista of the sky at twilight opens up in front of you. She explains that you have been entered into a sacred space, because there in front of you is a symbol as old as time. It is that of the medicine wheel. Alongside the medicine wheel is a moon lodge, the home of the sacred feminine within the first people's teachings. The divine feminine is revered as the creator connecting to the divine. It is here that the teachings of the divine feminine are imparted to those who have shown the readiness to embrace them. It is here where the feminine energy is the guardian of the sacred hoop, the planet upon which we live. This beautiful being quietly explains that the sacred hoop has been broken by the greed of mankind, and the awakening of the divine feminine will bring about its mending. As she invites you to take your seat at the center of the medicine wheel, 4 other women emerge from the moon lodge and take their places at the 4 directions on the medicine wheel, representing the sacred hoop. Each of the women serve as spiritual doulas and are dressed in white, so etheric, so pure, their energies calm, serene, nurturing, and ever so gently loving. Each of them smiles her encouragement of you, having undertaken the same rite of passage as you are to embark upon. Each one of these souls will step forward and guide you through your rite of passage. Each will protect you and hold sacred space for you. Be present now, here in this space of safety. As the sun sets in the west, the doula from this direction steps forward. She lovingly steps into your aura, performing a clearing and cleansing ritual. She is the essence of motherhood and nurturing, the feather in her hand caressing your skin. As she turns to you, affirming you, your courage and willingness to embark upon this journey. It is here, she says, in the west of the medicine wheel, that you are invited to journey inward, to introspect, to receive. She urges you to open your heart, dear one, for you are safe and held. And with that, she takes her leave of you. As you sit connecting with this energy, the sounds of the night deepen, crickets chirping, their melodious evensong. Connecting with your inner knowing, you absorb all of the energy and the teaching of the West. The sounds of the night deepen. The awakening owls hooting in the darkness of the night. And to your surprise, one of the owls flies across the medicine wheel to settle upon the shoulder of another doula. She is ancient, yet timeless, all-knowing, all-embracing. Her wisdom is palpable. She beckons you to join her at the northernmost point of the medicine wheel. She is representative of the elders, the grandmothers, and she has stepped forward to support you. She leans over you. Water from a large bowl she scoops up into her hands and pours over you, again cleansing you. These waters, she says, connect you to the healing powers of women since the beginning of time. You are deeply held within the bowl, which is symbolic of the womb. This bowl, known as the medicine bowl, is the container of the wisdom of the grandmothers, who hold the sacredness of the divine feminine. The waters, as they cleanse you, signal the time and place of your rebirth. Here you will need to draw of your own energy of grit, determination, the resilience that you have built up over time, and the many cycles of initiation that have been a part of your life. It is here that you are to tap into your own inner wisdom, aligning with all that is eternal, timeless, that is the beauty of the divine feminine. She leaves you now as the labor pains of the new world increase in their intensity, and as you bite through, as the darkness of the night envelops you, the whisper of the wind urges you to tap into your own inner wisdom and knowing. Discard what no longer serves you, and take with you, on the remainder of this rite of passage, that which serves you and serves others. With prayers of gratitude and thanksgiving, your energy shifts now to the east. It is that space between time, that of the dying of the old day, and the new day still coming into form. You are greeted by yet another feminine energy. Your doula now is clothed as a midwife, as she supports you as you enter into your time of birthing. This space in between, she says, is your place of vision and illumination as you birth yourself anew. Grandmother Moon sheds her iridescent light upon you and whispers that it is the coming of the morning sun that will shine its light upon you, illuminating your vision. To make the most of this energy, she asks that you tap into your imagination. Ask your innermost being what it wishes to share with you that you will birth into the world. The gentle touch of the healing hands of the doula soothe and calm you as you allow this birthing to take place. For this is your part in the mending of the sacred hoop. Gently now, your attention shifts yet again into the newness of the birthing. You're invited to turn to the last of the 4 directions on the sacred hoop, that of the south, home of the midday sun. The doula that greets you shapeshifts from a woman into a girl. She is mischievous and full of life, enchanting and curious, a bundle of energy hopping from one foot to the other, her joy and laughter a refreshing change as she skips and dances with only the unmitigated joy that is so characteristic of one so young. She laughs out loud at your seriousness. Her lesson for you is to remember to have fun, to laugh, to take into the wellspring of joy within. Her humor is infectious as she teases the seriousness of your encounter with your vision in the east. Her message, the mending of the sacred hoop, requires the lightness and joy of your inner child, for it to blossom and grow. Your vision, that is, she says. Too much seriousness will stunt your growth, will prevent it from being realized. And with that, her tinkling laughter, she rushes off onto new adventures. It is to this, the center of the sacred space now, that your energy is drawn. And there waiting for you is that beautiful soul who brought you into the medicine wheel. Draped over her arm is the robe of pure white, your initiate's gown. All of the doulas now gather around you, derobing you, bathing you in perfumed oils and anointing you, clothing you in this beautiful robe. Your initiation into the divine feminine is now complete. Quietly, reverently, you give thanks for the service rendered to you by these beautiful souls and for the connection to your innermost being that they have facilitated. As the night draws to a close, the teachings of the 4 directions are imprinted in your soul. From the center of the medicine wheel, you give thanks to the west for this trusted space of introspection, to the north for wisdom, to the east for vision and illumination, and to the south for the innocence, playfulness, and trust of your inner child. You turn your face to the rising sun. The new day is dawning for the women of the world, and for you too, as all who are gathered are a part of the feminine awakening. Your heart humble and grateful to this sacred space, you take a few steps forward, gently and reverently, as you return now into your seat, refreshed, renewed, rebirthed, and reawakened. Gently now, open your eyes and ground yourself back into your body. And thank you for joining us with the start of the Feminine Awakening of the Global Sun Meditation Series. This is Angela from Johannesburg, thanking you for your love, your light, and your divine presence. Selah.